The biggest mistake you can do is worry about the future. Life can be unexpected, but it shouldn't be unacceptable. You have to understand something, that in life, problems will come, but you shouldn't always be living in this anxiety, in this fear that the future will come in a bad way. I want to talk about something that is really important, and it's the fact that we have been living life in the wrong way. Many of us live life expecting something bad to happen. The thing you have to worry about, if you need to worry about something, it's worrying about what you can control. I want you to do the things you can do to the best of your ability. Really do them to your best of your ability. Again, we cannot control everything that happens, especially in the future. So that's the first mistake we do. The fear of the future, and it can be a big problem. So what's the solution to this fear of the future? Well, the first thing, take a deep breath and understand that you only have today. The future hasn't come yet. The future is being created today. So if you really want to live your life to the fullest, you must live today to the fullest. Now, the second mistake we do, which robs us of living a peaceful and happy life, is getting too attached to the past. If you look at it, we fear stuff that will happen or might happen in the future, and we become sad because of things that have already happened in the past. The present, which is where you experience all these emotions, is either you living fearful of the future or sad because of the past. Now, for happiness to take place, it has to take place in the present. You have to actually practice happiness, because it's not something you just think about, you have to experience it. But in order to be happy, you have to have this peaceful state of mind. So back to the sadness, this emotion that can tear someone apart. Step out of the confinement that you've put yourself in. Because when someone is sad, they imprison themselves in the past. They don't look at the possible outcomes that might happen in the future that can turn their life around in a positive manner. So, overcoming sadness means breaking free from these chains of the past. The future has so many possibilities, we cannot even count them. This only leads us to being hopeful. Again, you have to fight the urge to be fearful, because you must focus on what you can control. If you're planning something that's important, you have to consider different possibilities. But what you must focus on, to summarize it in one statement, expect the best, but prepare for the worst. If you really think about it, your mind gives you the ability to create your present. You cannot change the past, and you cannot do anything about the future unless you try to do something different today. So, the present is what affects your future, and it also helps you transition from the past. So living in the past in your mind doesn't really make sense. You truly live when you understand that the present moment is the building block to the future that you really want to build. Now, the third mistake that might disturb our peace in the present is the fact that we care about what other people think, so we care about our self-image. The first thing I want you to understand is that if you're doing something that's good, you don't need anyone's approval for doing this thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, people make mistakes, and they might make mistakes concerning your action or your accomplishment or something that you've done. It might be misjudgment or something else, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is doing the good thing. So I've talked about 3 things so far: the fear of the future, sadness that is caused from the past, and the opinions of other people. If you truly conquer these 3, you can conquer different things, and it only gets better from here. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.